SummerSlam is a couple weeks away. Let's book the perfect match card. To kick things off, we're going to have Logan Paul and Ricochet battle it out. Logan Paul recently said in his podcast that he requested to have the first match on the card in order to show up to his brother's fight later on in that night. I'm not sure if this will be granted because the first match is usually considered the second most important match of the night, and on a card when you've got 3 big time matches, it's going to be tough to get the spot. But regardless of that, I think it is the right decision. Logan Paul is a big enough name to earn this slot, and on top of that, I think these two would create some special moments. It's always a good idea to kick off a big wrestling show with fast-paced action. It gets the crowd into the show quickly. This match doesn't even need more than 12 or 13 minutes. It should be a quick one with just a lot of acrobatic moves and spots. The match should come to an end when Logan Paul somehow cheats to win, and this would piss off fans, but that is okay. Logan is a heel and we want to piss off the fans. He needs to win this, and it doesn't matter how he gets the job done. I also want to get the crowd annoyed, and that's because the next match is... Because Logan Paul's victory would piss off fans, they need to experience a high, and there is no better high than LA Knight coming out next to wrestle Austin Theory for the US Championship. The peaks and valleys of emotions is what makes for great art. Therefore, LA Knight is going to win this match, which would make the fans feel like they are on top of the world. It's time for Austin Theory to drop the belt. I think WWE has done a bad job at presenting him as the US champion, and he's got to get rid of that title. He's got no character. He's got to go away and figure that out. I also think that LA Knight is going to destroy this guy during promos and also in that ring, becoming the new champion. LA Knight will go on to bigger things, while Austin Theory has a lot of thinking to do. After that, Rhea Ripley will defend her Women's World Championship. This entire time, we thought it was going to be against Raquel Rodriguez. That's what all the rumors and reports said, but it seems like that feud is going to happen down the line since she is selling her knee injury. Instead, it should be Liv Morgan. She got a huge pop on Monday Night Raw when she attacked Rhea Ripley during the main event, and to me, that match has a greater appeal than Raquel Rodriguez. The audience in Atlanta proved that the other nights. There isn't really enough time to set up an amazing storyline. It should simply be Liv Morgan wanting revenge for herself and her tag team partner, and she would love to also take away Rhea's title in the process because the same thing happened to her on Raw. Rhea is the reason why Liv lost her belts. Obviously, Rhea Ripley is going to retain, and the next challenger after that would be Raquel moving forward. We're going to stay with the Judgment Day because the next bout should be Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this match feels important. It's their 3rd major world title match, and it's also a SummerSlam rematch. The last time these two fought was in the summer of 2016 when Seth Rollins destroyed Finn Balor's shoulder, derailing his entire career. While this might seem like a simple title defense for Seth Rollins, it is more for the Prince. This means everything to him. He has a chance to make up for having such a lackluster career in the last 7 years. It's time for him to finally become the World Heavyweight Champion one more time, and to everyone's surprise, he does so. Finn Balor wins. He is the World Heavyweight Champion, and the Judgment Day will come out to congratulate him. And while everyone is happy, the atmosphere changes once Damian Priest gives Finn Balor a sinister look, and he hits him with a clothesline, and Rhea Ripley is screaming in his face, asking him what the hell he's doing. Dom is trying to convince him to stop. However, it doesn't work. Priest cashes in the Money in the Bank and becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion. This is the second time in his career where his world title run is robbed from him. Finn Balor then will turn babyface after this and chase after that belt. And I even think this could go into WrestleMania 40 with the Demon becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion, finally getting his win and a proper title run while destroying this faction in the process. I think that could be a really cool story to tell. After a dramatic World Championship match, Grayson Waller will come out and host the Grayson Waller effect. For a few weeks, he calls out The Rock but never gets a response, and he does the same thing at SummerSlam, hoping for a different result. And as he's calling The Rock out, nothing happens, and that's when, boom, we hear Edge's theme song. Not The Rock, but Edge. The rated R superstar will come out and tell Grayson Waller that he's not doing himself any favors right now. Calling out the greats of this industry and then disrespecting them isn't the way to go. Then Edge will will talk about how he's heard all the trash talk from Grayson Waller to The Rock and convinced his friend to make a trip to shut him up, and that's when he cued The Rock's theme song. Dwayne Johnson comes out, and the promo is just Edge and The Rock absolutely roasting the shit out of this rookie. Waller will try to throw a punch at the Great One, but that only leads to a spear, a rock bottom, and the People's Elbow. So far, so much has happened, but there's still so much more to come. Next up is Becky Lynch taking on Trish Stratus. I'm not gonna lie, this feud is not cutting it for me. It's probably best for Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus to end their rivalry at SummerSlam with Becky Lynch coming out victorious. I don't know what WWE is gonna do afterwards with Zoe Stark, because I'm assuming Trish Stratus will leave, but that's a problem for another day. After that, we got the ring general, Gunther, defending his IC championship against Drew McIntyre. I don't think it's smart to bring back Drew McIntyre only for him to lose. He should be the one who dethrones Gunther, in my opinion. It only seems like the right call. The only way I would be okay with Drew McIntyre losing is if Seth Rollins somehow retains the World Heavyweight Championship, and in that case, I'd like to see Drew McIntyre start a program with Seth Rollins as a heel, but I don't see that happening though, so we're getting a new IC champion at SummerSlam. Next up is Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. As of now, the match does not have a stipulation, but it needs one though. And the 3 stages of hell is a perfect stipulation for these two. The first stipulation should be a submission match, and this would give Brock Lesnar the advantage. He would gain the victory by using his Kimura lock and breaking Cody's arm in the process, and this would force Cody to fight the rest of his match with that challenge, with a broken arm, and that's a big challenge. That's a big mountain to climb. The second stipulation is a street fight, and the only way for Cody Rhodes to steal a pinfall is with weapons, and this is how he'll do it. He will use whatever he can to inflict enough pain on the beast that will lead to a victory. And the third and final stipulation should be the bull rope match. After a hard-fought battle, Cody Rhodes will win, putting the feud to an end. Good guys win in the end. That's the storyline that we're gonna get. The American Nightmare will slay the beast, but after the match, the lights go out, Brock Lesnar disappears, and we see Bray Wyatt looking deeply into Cody's soul, and that could be Cody's next feud, or maybe not even having Bray show up. Maybe it could be a graphic or something of that nature. The second to last match will be Asuka defending her Women's WWE Championship against Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match. This is going to be a good one, and in the end, Asuka will retain. I don't think we need to see Bianca Belair have another long title reign, and I don't think anyone wants to see another shitty and lackluster Charlotte Flair title reign either. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Bianca versus Charlotte at WrestleMania 40 without any titles, and this match is just the beginning of that plot. Io Sky should also not cash in on this night. I think she should do it later down the line. And the main event of the show is obviously going to be Roman Reigns and Jey Uso battling for the undisputed WWE Championship, and I don't think you need to overbook this. I actually just want to see a clean match. No BS, no Solo Sikoa, no Jey Uso, no referee bump, none of that nature. It should be Roman and Jey without any distractions. In the past, Jey Uso has been dominated by Roman Reigns, and I'd have him put up a good fight but still come up short at the end. And after the match, there can be a beatdown of some sort, and that is when The Rock's music will hit. He will come down, everyone will stop because it's The Rock. As he enters the ring, we get an intense stare down between the Tribal Chief and the Great One, and this can be a teaser for WrestleMania 40 if WWE wants to go down that route. And that is how I would book the perfect SummerSlam match card. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.